What up, you guys? Slim here at Team Purple Panda, here to do another deck discussion. Like I posted in my last bulletin, I was literally out of ideas, you guys. I've made so many videos. I'm almost at 200, which is fucking amazing for like a little over a month. Um, you can clearly tell that I'm going to have a lot more videos in the future based on all the feedback I'm getting, and I'll probably have one of the biggest video things of most you YouTubers. So what I'll end up doing soon is putting them all into different categories, so it's a lot easier for you guys to view them, because I know when you're looking for something specific, you message me, and I have to actually direct you to it, so it's a little hard. But back on the deck discussions. Thank you guys for reading my bulletins. Clearly you guys read my bulletins, because the minute I say I'm out of ideas, you guys send me a ton of ideas, and I really appreciate that. So shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. This one is coming to me from, I like this name, for show 123 123. Dude, that sounds like a rap. That shit's tight. Shout out to him. He wants me to talk about the scrap archetype. Okay. Scraps are pretty cool, you guys. I've actually always liked scraps. I've never actually gotten the chance to play the deck. I never was really able to pick up like the whole deck, but I played against it a lot, and Gravekeepers have a clear advantage over the deck. But I'm not even going to get into that. I'm going to get into how the deck works and why it's actually a really good deck. So deck's pretty simple. Breaks it down with Scrap Goblin, Scrap Chimera, Scrap. Some people run Scrap Golem, some people run. Scrap Orthoros, and you can obviously run Reborn Tengu, and it works really well. And then you use Mechlord Granel. Basically, what scraps do, if people don't know, all they do is they rely on destroying themselves through their own card effects, because when they do that, their effects activate, plus, if they get destroyed by their self-effect, you can summon Granel, and it comes out at half your life points. Things kind of broken. The main synchro you're trying to make all the time is Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon is probably one of the best synchros to ever be released. 2800 beat stick, level 8, and basically you pop a card, it pops one of your opponent's cards. Amazing. You can pop one of your own cards, get a plus off it. I was doing some research. Basically, the main monsters you run are Chimera, Scrap Beast, Scrap Golem, which is like the indestructible little tuner. You've got your, excuse me, you've got your Scrap Orthoros, which is, you can special summon it if you have, if you control another scrap monster, which is really cool. Having cards like that at your disposal is awesome. Being able to special summon. It's a level 4 tuner, you guys. It's amazing. They all have their effects that trigger in the grave when they die. Really cool card. You run Golem, which is your big guy. I believe, if I remember correctly, what was Scrap Golem? Scrap Golem, I think, was 2300. And that's your level 5. And it works so well, because you do that, you used Golem, you've got your instant Scrap Dragon right there. That's really good. Popping cards just does great. And you can run a lot of different cards. People talking about, your main 2 spells are your Scrap Storm and your Scrapyard. Scrap Storm just Scrap Storm is just the one where you, if I can remember correctly, I think it was send any scrap from your deck to the, yeah, it's like a Foolish Burial. Then you can select a scrap card you control, and you can destroy it, I believe. So I think that's pretty much how you do it. Scrapyard lets you add a card to, and then I think you get to draw or something like that. And then Scrapyard lets you add a scrap to your hand. So it has a really good toolbox engine to it, and they're doing okay. Scraps got really good the minute, the Mech Lords came out, because, having their own self-popping effects just pluses you so much, because you get to drop Granel, and you get to, smack your opponent around with a big-ass monster. I actually played them a lot at my locals. One of my boy, Rob, not the one I profiled, but my other guy, Rob, he ran Scraps, but, the thing is, you can get out Granel against me, I really don't care. When I go Flip Spy, go to Descend it, pop your Granel, hit for 2,000, your life points go really quick, and Gravekeepers have the clear advantage, because you can't activate your graveyard effects, and having just, the arsenal that I do at my disposal, Scraps have a really hard time against GK. However, though, they don't have that hard a time against a lot of other decks, and, a lot of people don't see them coming, People side and stuff, and, it's like, okay, what are you really siding against, Scraps? Like, I play them so much, but I really just don't know what to side against them. I literally just do my basics of Thunder King and shit, and Fossil Dynas and whatever, just to lock down the opponent. It does work, but aside from that, I really wasn't sure what to do against them. I played against them with Fish OTK, the original one. I played them with the new one. Playing them with the new one's just mean, because they don't go off super fast. So like I get to stall out and then go True Nade Qualicam the game, and it's just bad, but I think Scraps are a really good archetype. I think Scraps will get better once, the list comes out. If certain things get hit and balance is brought back to this game, God willing, any deck would be good again. So I encourage, Scrap players to continue playing Scraps. They're a tricky little deck. They work pretty well. you know, they're pretty good in the OCG. Every once in a while, you'll see a scrap deck top in the OCG. And when it tops, you know someone good ran it because a lot of people don't run scraps out there. So when you see it, you know, it's really going to make a difference in how it's played. And you'll see just like the difference that they do in their play style. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Scraps are simple. You know, they pop themselves. They synchro a lot. Their main synchro is Scrap Dragon. They can make a lot of other synchros, but your main thing is to make Scrap Dragon and have overall control of the field and just beat down your opponent. Use your Scrap Chimera and all those other cards to do, you know, their nifty little effects. You know, like if people didn't know, you know, your Scrap Chimera being one of your main cards is pretty simple, you know. All you have to do is basically just summon it. And then if I remember correctly what Scrap Chimera does, let me think. What did it do? I'm trying to remember, you guys. I think it was, you know, it was a non. I remember it was a non-tuner, and then, you know, it just has that effect where you're able to get to any scrap monster in your deck, and then use, you know, like Scrap Beast, Scrap Orthros, whatever it is, to do your main effects. I mean, that's really cool. You know, I don't know that much about scraps because, like I said, I've never played them. I've only played against them. But they do seem like they have potential in the future, so we'll see what Konami does for them in September. But that's all I got to say, guys. You know, thank you guys for the continued ideas. I'm going to do another card discussion next video. So, you know, just keep checking out my videos. You know, keep sending me ideas. Keep liking things. You know, just let me know what you want to hear because that's what my channel's about. We're here to pretty much answer every question in the game ever possible. So that's all I got to say, you guys. Please continue to rate, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.